Hi.
Hi.
Nice to see you. Why are you
Nice to see
here?
you.
Where'd you go?
So glad I got to come in yesterday. I hope you're not sick of me. I know, 2 days.
No,
sick of
you're
you.
such good vibes. Are you kidding?
I miss you guys.
I miss you too.
We have
Obviously, you already know.
Yeah.
I know. I wish I would give you hugs. Oh my
Oh.
gosh. I miss you guys. And you got good sets. Okay. You guys already know how much I love this movie, and I want to give you some fun questions that I didn't get to ask you yesterday. So,
Okay.
the first question is going to be if you could meet any creature in the mythological world, which one would you pick and why?
I'm really into the Loch Ness Monster.
Nice.
I really think
Ooh,
that
see.
monster
That's
is
good.
something that people, there's a lore, there's a history, there's this mystery, is it or isn't it? Like, what was that? There's something there that I want to have an interview with that dude.
Yeah. Maybe I'll go
Love
like
that.
Bigfoot or something, and then we
Yes,
can
that's good.
both kind of get the tea on what exactly is going on with these
These guys,
guys.
these people.
I mean,
Is this a
I
future
wanna
folks.
know.
project? We're teaming up?
Yeah, maybe we're teaming up to meet these
Thank
mystery
you.
these mystery men.
We'll give them a call, see what they say.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We'll pitch
Remember me when
Yeah.
press comes around. I will be there.
Absolutely. Oh, you're
You'll be an executive
we're looping you
producer.
in. EP, honey. EP.
it. Story by.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. I love that. No, 10 out of 10 answers. And I do want to also ask you guys about a quote that really stuck out to me. It's from the movie. It was basically like, every day, every decision is an opportunity. And that really struck a chord with me because it totally is. So when it came to your individual characters, was there a decision that you personally made? Maybe it was something that wasn't in the script or something that came to you on set that affected the way you played them, and why was it rewarding?
That's such a good
I mean,
question.
it's a great question. I think that for my character, and there's two answers. One of them is material. It's give her some bangs, okay? Because
Slay.
bangs are a good way to be a boss lady. And secondly, just to play her very straight and to make her job like a real thing. So it was quite serious and not, like it's just another day at the office, dealing with the headless horseman, etc. I love that because it makes it, it gives it ground and it gives that foundation for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
That was all Chris Morgan, had nothing to do with me.
Well, you slayed it.
You brought her to
absolutely
life
slayed it.
perfectly. Are you
It's
kidding?
true.
Thanks, guys.
Yes.
Come on.
Thanks,
Yes. And I think for me, it was sort of figuring out what Gryla, I think, is a very angry character, but it was choosing to let that simmer instead of kind of explode at all times, because I wanted her to be hurt and make sense of why she was doing things the way that she was. But I think playing it in sort of an icier manner was definitely something that, felt right once we got on set and I started working with Jake and we kind of talked about things. That was definitely an active choice, and it could have gone in, other directions, but that was
I feel like the simmer
thing.
was so there, and
You
it
like
was
the simmer?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I've played bad, complicated characters before, and I think the simmer is the way to go.
Yeah.
And then if there's something that has to happen at the end or at some point, it's important. But
And it's earned.
yeah,
Yeah.
because you don't want to be like just yelling the whole time.
Right.
It makes no sense. And you
Even if
did an excellent
internally.
job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I echo Lucy's sentiment
Thank you.
100%. When
Guys.
you both, oh my gosh, you both blew me away in this movie. And I also, really quickly before we wrap, want to ask, I felt like both of your characters were very strongly written, and I really appreciated that. Did that strike you at all? Like, did that stand out to you when you read the script or when you were on set, anything like that? Like, just how strong and kind of independent they were, especially as women.
I think there was no question that they were strong women, and I liked that there was no room for that, feeling of, I don't want to say weakness, but there's vulnerability there because, there is something that happens when you're a boss lady also. You're like, how could this happen? What's going on? The idea that not everything is under our control, but that we have to then kind of grab it by the reins and then get it back on track. And that's a nice way to show the dimension of being in charge as a director.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's also just great that this movie has a lot of incredible dynamic female characters. Some are more on the nice list and some are more on the naughty list, but at the end of the day, it's like these really independent, free thinking women
With complicated feelings.
with complicated feelings and different ways of expressing it. And I think that's a really, really cool thing that the movie does. And also, it doesn't really kind of make a show of it or
Yeah.
a deal of it. It just is. And I think for kids watching this, especially, you know, the stuff that you see when you're 5, and maybe not 5 for this movie, but like when you're like 9, 10, 11,
Yeah,
there's
it's impactful.
It gets into your brain in a different way. And I really, really love that this film has that kind of foundation as well.
Well, amazing answers. Thank you so much for all the excellent quotes. Thank you.
Artists and professors, maybe a nerd who's just like you, talking about the things that you like too. So I invite you to the NOC. In full color, you see me. The hard knock life, comics, movies, and TV. Yeah, pop culture with a different perspective. Watch it on your screen, hit play, so check this.